Hello again, back with some more starters orders. Had a really bad cough lately, so I haven't been able to record too much without sort of breaking down into a coughing fit. I did try and record a few that I probably will upload, although they're going to be pretty painful for you to listen to. I feel like I'm going to cough now. No, I'm okay. So it's been about a week since I played this game. I think I've set up some more breeding pairs. Yeah, we got a few more mating. What's in the diary? Oh, so we got the breeder's sale and the weekly sale. Maybe this video will try and play up to and including the 26th, so Lincoln Day. It's got Brocklesby, etc. Things are complicated by the fact that I still have a riding ban. I've got 24 more days, which is a massive pain because the AI doesn't ride as well. But there is a glitch that if I've only got one runner in the race, I can sort of get around it and continue to ride. But if I've got more than one horse in a race, then I can't, which will be a pain for certain races. What have we got coming up? So it's the 21st. Yeah, we've got all these good races in Dubai. I might have to take some horses out just to make sure I ride in certain ones. I think mostly the key ones are the Dubai World Cup and the Dubai Duty Free. What have we got in the Duty Free at the moment? I've only got Mad Girls in that, so I might have to take horses out of the Dubai World Cup because that's quite important to me. At the moment, I've got all chapter no books, Sultan of Scramble, and Racing Admin Slag. I think I'd probably take those two out. But anyway, let's get on with it. I need to make some money as well because this breeders and weekly sales coming up. I think there'll be a few that I want to buy. But first of all, we've got a mile 4 handicap where we have Chanderpaul, who is by this stallion who is sort of passing on some of his negative traits. The half finish application, particularly, is a bit of a pain. So it's up in trip to a mile 4, which it should get comfortably. Sort of 92 up against. That's quite exposed. Transvestite Hunter, that's been running in some good races. It's going to want to make the running. Inyar Special, yeah, that's been running in some decent ones as well. Better Zen, 7-year-old dropping in grade. I think I'll just see what happens. Be hopeful though.
They're under starters orders. And they're racing. Inaya Special was slow from the gate. Transvestite Hunter is pushed along to an early lead. Singhana races a little freely in second. Transvestite Hunter is 3 lengths ahead of Singhana, just clear of Chanderpaul, a gap back to Bedeisen. Transvestite Hunter quickens up in the lead by 3 lengths. Racing left-handed. Transvestite Hunter has a clear lead from Singhana, 2 lengths clear of Chanderpaul. Next is Inaya Special, a gap to Bedeisen in last position. The favourite is going backwards.
I think we're in an okay position.
Transvestite Hunter is 5 lengths ahead of Singhana, just clear of Inaya Special, a gap back to Chanderpaul from Bedeisen in last position. Inside the final mile.
Bit wary of this leader getting away.
Transvestite Hunter is clearly ahead of Singhana, 2 lengths clear of Inaya Special, just clear of Chanderpaul, a gap back to Bedeisen in last position. Transvestite Hunter leads from Singhana, just clear of Inaya Special, a gap to Chanderpaul, 2 lengths to Bedeisen in last position. Inside the final 6 furlongs.
Okay, let's troop a bit closer again.
Transvestite Hunter is clearly ahead of Singhana, a few lengths to Inaya Special, ahead of Chanderpaul, a gap back to Bedeisen in last position. Inside the final 5 furlongs. Racing left-handed.
Cruising into
They
it.
have 4 furlongs to go. Transvestite Hunter leads from Singhana, just clear of Chanderpalt, clear of Anaya, special clear of Bedizen in last position. Less than 3 furlongs to go. Transvestite Hunter is in front from Singhana, ahead of Chanderpalt a few lengths to Anaya special. Inside the final 2
Alright, we
furlongs.
gotta get after it.
Transvestite Hunter is in front from Chanderpalt, just clear of Singhana a few lengths to Anaya special, clear of Bedizen in last position. Into the final furlong. Transvestite Hunter is ridden in the lead by 2. Transvestite Hunter is a length clear of Chanderpalt. Transvestite Hunter
Ran out of road. It's a course record. It felt like it was going quite fast, but I should have got after it earlier. It just felt like we didn't have much left. And the stamina bar did go away, but then it kept on, didn't it? Not sure. I feel like there's more races in that. Like, help me, Rhonda. Wants to come from behind. A bit disappointing this season. But it's back down to 83 and it's 1 off 85. They're all 3-year-olds. Let's see what happens.
They're under starters orders. They're off. Al Joud has started slowly. Pliny Orion is restrained in the lead. Racing left-handed.
Not huge pace on here, so I want to be fairly handy, I think.
Pliny Orion is 1 length clear of Ballard and Bost ahead of Al Joud from Help Me Rhonda, Gapto Quiet Dawn, the Gapto Killer Annie. The pace is steady and the field is well packed. Al Joud makes progress from over a length off the pace. Pliny Orion is 2 lengths ahead of Ballard and Bost back to Help Me Rhonda, just clear of Al Joud, ahead of Quiet Dawn, ahead of Polar Annie, just clear of Tyrone Days in last position. They have less than a mile to go. Pliny Orion is 2 lengths ahead of Help Me Rhonda, gap back to Ballard and Boston, then Al Joud, a gap to Quiet Dawn. The favourite is going backwards and is 5 lengths off the lead. Well inside the final 6 furlongs. Polar Annie makes progress.
He stepped up the pace a little bit.
They have 5 furlongs to go.
We want to probably sidle a bit
and
closer now.
Pliny Orion is 2 lengths clear of Help Me Rhonda, just clear of Al Joud, a gap back to Ballard and Boston, then Tyrone ahead of Polar Annie, ahead of Quiet Dawn in last position. Inside the final 4 furlongs. Ballard and Bost struggles in the rear and is around 5 lengths off the pace. Well inside the final 3 furlongs. Quiet Dawn is on the move.
Not sure we've got enough left, really. Don't know
they
what
have 2 furlongs to go. Pliny Orion is ridden in the lead. Polar Annie is making a move. Pliny Orion is pushed along in the lead by 2 lengths. Into the final furlong.
Go on,
Pliny
Rhonda.
Orion is ridden in the lead by a length.
Go on,
Help
Rhonda.
Me Rhonda hits the front close home. Quiet Dawn has a fractional. Quiet Dawn takes it.
I rode it to pick off the leader, and then the favourite came and got us. It's probably a useful horse, though. Stays a mile 2, which wouldn't be totally given on pedigree, although the dam did. Ran well in the May Hill, behind a couple of mine. The dam was pretty smart. Yeah, that's probably a good horse. Really no shame in losing to that one. Yeah, we'll follow that in case I get a chance to buy it. Now, maybe you should drive. Gazelle. It's race handy. Yeah, maybe a mile will be the making of this. Won a few by this stallion of mine. It has fairly decent stats. It's up against most of the older horses. I'll have a few quid. Just down to about 6 million. Oh, we're 1 to 3. Didn't realise the price would change quite so fast. Bit of a death spiral.
They're ready.
We want to be handy.
They're off.
Ooh, bit of a slow start, but recovered.
Maybe if Shulter leads under restraint by a length.
What do you call it?
Maybe Shulter is the leader from Marby, and then Rich Mermaid a gap to Olisibu, and then Bob Seardad. Next is Fire Goddess from Tagina in last position. Fire Goddess is last. Maybe Shulter is one length in front of Marby a gap back to Rich's Mermaid. Racing left-handed. Maybe Shulter takes it up from Margie. 4 furlongs to go. Margie is driven to lead again. Lucyboo is running a quiet race.
Right, let's step it up a bit.
Fire Goddess is pushed along in last and is around 6 lengths off the pace. Well inside the final 3 furlongs. Margie lead from Maybe of Shildriv, clear of Rich Mermaid, a gap to Bob Seardad, a gap to Olasibu from Tagina. Well inside the final 2 furlongs.
Still on the bridle here.
Fire
Save a
Goddess
little bit.
begins to stay on. Fire Goddess is making headway. Inside the final furlong. Maybe if Shildriv is ridden in the lead by 2.
Where's the line?
Bob Seardad finishes fast. Here comes Bob Seardad. Bob Seardad. And it looks like a close finish.
Been mugged again. That's all 3 races. I feel like we've been mugged here. Yeah. Short-headed. Again, beaten by a useful horse there. Performing some better races. Oh, that's painful. Second. Anyway, on to the breeder's sales. So we don't buy 16-year-olds. Probably not a 10-year-old. It's not a bad sprinter. Produced 190-odd rated horse. Do I want to take a look? No. We'll buy Wagina. It's a Group 2 winner. The Ribblesdale. Not a fantastic pedigree or anything, but probably good enough to take a look. Slug-off Torres. Low rated. Probably not worth looking at. 15-year-old. Produced nothing of note. 15-year-old rated to 30. We'll leave Canosa. That's not a bad horse. We'll have a look at that. So got Wagina, Canosa, and probably look at this as well because it's rated over 100. Winnipeg won the good 7 furlong race on the all-weather. Untested so far. Okay, so Winnipeg, Canosa, and Wagina. Wagina, Canosa, Winnipeg. So that's 500,000. This is Canosa. That's pretty cheap. And then it'll be 3 more before it gets to Winnipeg. It's going to cost at least $250,000, really. There's that cough again. I'm going for the scattergun quantity approach in my breeding operation. Okay, what have we got? Let's look at Wagina first. Alright, useful stats across the board without anything knocking your socks off. All solid. Secondary stats, full finish, good cruising burst, good acceleration. How far did she stay? Yeah, I'm probably going to put her with Landesher at first, my mile 4 stallion. Now we've got Canosa, ran in the Ledger, stayed at least a mile 4, probably did stay a mile 6 looking at that stamina bar. Low speed and potential, probably one to pair with a 2-mile stallion. Half finish. Yeah, stats aren't terrible, secondaries. Yeah, I probably want to pair that with a real stayer, given how low the speed is. Winnipeg's got good speed and acceleration, decent potential. It was a sprinter though, so you'd expect those two. Full finish. Cruising burst is poor, but extra speed and confidence. Okay. So let's match them up. So one of them was a Group 2 winner, wasn't it? So kayak. Quite low rated. Yeah, Wagina, I said I was going to put with Landesher. So let's put that up. The only problem with Landesher was he couldn't go right-handed, and he's probably going to pass that on. But, you know, I like to give them chances. What else did we just buy? Canosa was one of them, wasn't it? So that I was going to put with 2-miler. And I think the best staying stallion at the moment is either Carver Country or Don't Take Me Alive. We'll start with Don't Take Me Alive because he's a bit younger. And what's the other one called? I'm going to have a look if I don't find it in the next few minutes. Okay, let's have a look. What was this thing called? Wary of this video getting too long. Winnipeg, and it's rated 102. Sort by name. Winnipeg. What was I going to pair that with? So it's 7 or a mile or 6. What have I got? Who's at stud here? They're too slow. Spew Artist, maybe? Or Fat Lip? Yeah. Give Fat Lip a chance. Oh, right. Sorry, I clicked too far. So, what was it called? Winnipeg is the name of the mare. Winnipeg, gonna pair with Fat Lip All Nighter. Right? Confirmed. 3 more chances to make a good horse. Now we go to Chelmsford and we have Swap Point running in a mile handicap. Got disqualified for winning, then ran badly the next time. Or ran alright. He's off a career high though. It's mostly 3-year-olds. Well, this is one of mine I sold, isn't it? What Monmouth? Oh, I don't know. Maybe that was a small bet. Put it down to the 4.6. I feel like there's more mileage in the mark.
They're under starter's orders. And they're off. Cadger's Pyramid is in the mid-division a couple of lengths off the pace.
Right,
Where
where we want
Clinch
to
is
be.
last and is some 3 lengths off the lead. Playing with fire takes
Try
up the
not to
running
get
from
another
Hot
riding
Monmouth.
ban.
Weenie come around is making headway.
When
Playing
I
with
come
fire
around
leads
was one
from
of mine
Speed
as
Fountain
well.
the gap to Cadger's Pyramid next is allegedly. The pace appears to be strong and the field well strung out.
Pace is very strong.
Swap Point struggles in the rear. Speed Fountain quickens up. Speed Fountain is 1 length ahead of Playing with Fire, a gap back to Cadger's Pyramid, a gap toe-leggedly just clear of Milo Deer from what Monmouth ahead of Waniacom around, a gap back to Thunderball Reporter next is and Piper's Goggane. Inside the final 5 furlongs.
Stamina bar's an
Inside
issue.
the final 4 furlongs. Speed Fountain is 2 lengths clear of Playing with Fire and then what Monmouth back to Cadger's Pyramid and then Waniacom around back to allegedly. Jamarjo clears racing wide of the pack. Less than 3 furlongs to go.
Made good ground.
Swap Point moves through the pack from over 2 lengths off the pace. Allegedly is pushed along in midfield, well
Stamina bar's
inside the
gone.
final 2 furlongs. What Monmouth is challenging Will on the outer. What Monmouth has a fractional lead from Speed Fountain. Inside the final
Anything
furlong.
left?
What Monmouth is ridden into the lead.
Go on.
What Monmouth has a fractional lead from Swap Point.
Ah,
Swap Point. Cadger's Pyramid takes it.
should have gone each way. God, I ran a good race. I think I rode quite a good race. The hold-up tactics, they were sort of dying in front. What Monmouth ran well. My old horse. They must have had poor stats or something. I managed to win 2 and then decided to sell. And when I come around, it was mine as well. Similar, I got beat quite a few times. A costly 2nd place though. It's been a day of those so far. I think that was my only runner this day. None this day. We've got a weekly sale where a few 80 odd rated horses. Lynn Oates is fairly unexposed, but I know the stallion Kuhl's River because I trained that for a while. I know it's going to have its limitations. So I think I'm going to leave all of those. Amadeus Wolftone was a decent 2-year-old. I can leave that. Yeah, leave them all alone. So we've got no runners this day. Now, this is the big day. This is Lincoln Day. Starting with the Brocklesby, where I've got the Gush, who won the listed race in South Africa. Seems to do it quite comfortably. Yeah. And we've got Grind Her Own Coffee, who was 2nd in the race. Also ran well, and I think we bought this recently, didn't we? Dane Drop Grows. Probably doesn't have business in the race on its statistics, but might as well. I think it already had an entry in the race, so I can't ride even if I want to. I'd be optimistic that the Gush is going to win this, but given they've got the experience edge and it won first time out as well, but it does have to give weight to Grind Her Own Coffee. So yeah, let's just watch the race, see what happens.
Under orders for the Brocklesby Stakes. And they're racing. Stowaway Flies is in the rear division about a length off the pace. Stipulate Acres is the
Right,
early
let's
leader.
speed it up a little bit.
Coracle Dandy races freely in 3rd. They're strung out like washing. Well inside the final 3 furlongs. Grind Her Own Coffee takes up the running once more from round Cordera. Less than 2 furlongs to go.
Grind
Grind Her
leads.
Own
Here
Coffee
comes
is
the
2
Gush.
lengths clear of the Gush. Well into the final furlong. The Gush takes it up. Danny Drop Grows is making headway. The Gush is 3 lengths in front of Grind Her Own. The favourite, the Gush, takes it easy.
Should have had a few quid. It's probably a really good 2-year-old. God, look at those SPs. 8 to 15 and 4 to 5. Deary me. At least he wore a mask, etc. The secondary stats are quite poor. Like his cruising burst, enthusiasm, finish application, juvenile constitution. There are a lot of issues there. It's just the speed, acceleration, and potential are very high. Grind her own coffee. That's got full finish, poor cruising burst with good extra speed. Maybe they're not going to be long-term stars. Maybe they're just going to be 2-year-olds. The other one ran well. Nice to win another Brocklesby though. So again, I can't ride even if I want to because I'm banned. Got Slant Endicular, who was outclassed in the 2 Dubai races but ran quite well. And done with Sergio, who likes to make the running. So I'll have to tell the AI to maybe challenge earlier and don't go stupidly wide, which is what they often do in sprints around a turn. Oh, this isn't on the weather, is it? Oh, it's the Camage, of course. It's
They are
Donny.
under starters orders in the Camage Trophy. And they are racing. Little Dean Round is racing out the back. Makeup is racing behind the leaders.
Bookend the field,
Zanadwish is
almost.
pushed into an early lead from Done with Sergio. Done with Sergio goes into the lead once more. Less than 4 furlongs to go. All My Loving struggles in the rear. Well inside the final 3 furlongs. Done with Sergio is the leader from Zanadwish clear of Salanches.
Good setup for a closer.
Zanadwish is driven to lead. They have 2 furlongs to go. Zanadwish is a length clear of Done with Sergio. Zanadwish is 2 lengths in front of Done with Sergio. Friendlier is
I
making
feel like we're going to have
headway
a winner here.
into the final furlong. Salanches is flying. Zanadwish is 2 lengths in front of Salanches. Salanches runs on late. Salanches is the winner.
I think we got 5th. Slant never really in the hunt though, was it? Salange is the winner. Decent 2-year-old without being fantastic. Bit disappointing. Maybe that didn't stay. That's got a bit to prove now. It has poor secondary stats. Cruising burst is really bad. Might be one I geld and sell. Alright. Magnolia Stakes. Again, can't ride. Waxing an Owl. Let's come from behind. He's Group 1 placed. Probably quite a good horse, just didn't make up into like an all-age Group 1 winner. That's actually a half-brother to the Brocklesby winner out of Wrong Key, isn't it? More of a staying type. And Gage Ailing Venue, who managed that win and then ran quite well in the Winter Derby trial. So Waxing an Owl is the first string. Again, I can't take the reins because I'm banned. I've just got to say challenge earlier. Again, I can't really bet it. I'd like to. If I was riding, I'd probably bet this in a listed race, but I just don't trust the AI jockey. Hopefully win though, get the horse's career back on track.
Under orders for the Magnolia Stakes. And they're racing. Limit
Skip
12.
this thing on.
Woodland Dream is keen in second. Hurry Home is pulling hard in first. They're strung out like washing.
Waxing an
Inside
Owl's on
the
the
final
outside
mile.
at the back.
Beating Tough brings up the rear. Hurry Home is the leader from Woodland Dream clear of Count Solution to gap back to Gage Ailing Venue just clear of Tentative Approach back to Lifestyle just clear of Limit to gap
Don't want to take the turn 4 wide.
inside the final 5 furlongs. Woodland Dream has not been asked a question yet about a length off the pace.
Which
Well
is
inside
what's
the
gonna
final
happen.
4 furlongs. Racing right-handed. Gage Ailing Venue is making smooth headway. Reverend's Kuwait is taking the long way around. Inside the final 3 furlongs. Waxing and now will go as well. Hurry Home is 2 lengths ahead of Woodland Dream, a gap back to count, Solution back to
Waxing and now
Lifestyle,
still
and then
very,
Gauge
very
Reeling Venue
wide.
just clear of tentative approach. Less than 2
Goes into
furlongs to
4th.
go. Hurry Home has a fractional lead from Woodland Dream.
Let's go 3rd.
Woodland Dream now just leads. Waxing at Now is making rapid headway. Well into the final furlong.
Go on.
Waxing at Now hits the front. Waxing at Now is 1 length ahead of Woodland Dream. Waxing at Now wins.
Nice. Wasn't a good ride, but horse was too good. Referenced Q8, giving it some weight. That's a fair sort of marker horse for listed level. By a good stallion as well. Yeah. Nice. We have no runner in the Lincoln. I don't think I even trained any of these previously. No, don't think so. Nothing in the Rosebery Stakes. Price Beauty. I can ride this since it's the only one that's got a lot in hand on ratings, even giving away a stone to some of them. Najmati's just a handicapper, but that's quite consistent form figures. Categorical Pelican, that's a good name. And sort of come up through the handicaps. So I think Price Beauty wants to race handy or just behind the leaders. Do I want to have a few quid on this? Yeah, I think 5 to 2 is too big. Probably about the right price. Yeah, I won't have chunks on it. I think it's a horse I don't ride that
Under
well.
orders for the Doncaster Mile. And they're racing. Drake's White starts slowly.
Go forward a bit more than that.
Upper Mount Street is restrained in the lead. Pompey Girl is pushed into the early lead. Pompey Girl
that's
is 1
about
length
perfect.
ahead of Upper Mount Street, just clear of Formula 1 affair ahead of Bond Platinum Club. Upper Mount Street makes a few places from over a length off the pace. Pompey Girl is 2 lengths in front of Upper Mount Street, a gap back to Formula 1 affair, a gap back to Price Beauty ahead of Bond Platinum Club, a gap to Omania. They have 5 furlongs to go. Pompey Girl is 2 lengths clear of Upper Mount Street, a gap to Price Beauty ahead of Formula 1 affair, just clear of Bond Platinum Club, just clear of Omania, back to Categorical Pelican from
Fairly
Najmati, and then
comfortable.
Drake's White in last position. Well inside the final 4 furlongs.
Just trying to nurse her into it a bit
along in
more.
midfield, a couple of lengths off the pace. Bond Platinum Club makes progress.
Without
Inside
going
the
for
final 3
everything.
furlongs. Pompey Girl is 1 length in front of Bond Platinum Club, a gap back to Formula 1 affair ahead of Price Beauty. Pompey Girl is just ahead of Bond Platinum Club.
Right, we're
Well
going to have to
inside
go
the
for
final
everything
2
now.
furlongs. Bond Platinum Club has 2 in hand of Pompey
Look, the
Girl.
leader's stopping.
Price Beauty finishes fast. Well into the final furlong. Bond Platinum Club is niggled along into the lead.
She's found a
Price
bit more
Beauty
for me.
goes into the lead.
Nothing's
Price
coming.
Beauty is 1 length. The favourite, Price Beauty, takes it well.
I rode quite a cool race there. Didn't have enough on it though. How much did I win? Yeah, only 300k. He 6 furlong novice. Again, if I was riding, I think I would bet Amanuensis because it's got the experience. It's the only horse in the race that does. I'll probably still have a few quid. We've got the Pisces, who's bred to stay very well. Nikolenka stayed well. Missing a few secondary stats. And Ipsaity, Maybe more one for next year. But hopefully, oh dear, that's really missing a lot of secondary stats actually. An amanuensis, let's have another look at that. So that's got good potential acceleration. Speed's a little low. There's not fantastic secondary stats. Let's look at the opposition. So Benny and the Jets isn't a great stallion. That's probably bred to stay further, but could be an okay horse. Scrappy Darling. Bandmaster is not the worst. The Dam hasn't produced many brilliant ones, although it did give us Wave Band. Electioneer Away. Could be okay. Tajneed Sierra's been put in favourite. Is by Face the Problem, the German stallion, who's not bad, and My Boston Gal. It feels like that will be an okay horse in time, but is it really going to win at 6 furlongs first time out? Rainbow's Gyre. No, that'll be no good. Udovika Hope. Yeah, that could be okay. Bound for Glory, sired Far Away. Produced some decent horses. And Bullion Anno designed. Yeah, that could be alright as well. So yeah, I feel like I want to have a few quid on this without going crazy. Bet it down to like 4.4. The experience edge is big. Tell the jockey to challenge earlier as well, because it doesn't look the quickest on stats. Udovika Hope's the one I'm most worried about.
All in.
Which cap is it?
They're off.
I think it's my blue cap.
Rainbow's Gyre was slow from the gate. Amanuensis leads easily. The field is well strung out.
Skip this on to
Bullion and nose anchored in the
2.5
lead about 7
furlongs.
lengths off the pace. Going right-handed. Well inside the final 3 furlongs. Amanuensis lead from Tajneed Era, the gap back to Undovika Hope. Tajneed Era now leads.
We've lost the lead.
Inside the final 2 furlongs. Tajneed Era is a length up on Amanuensis. Undovika Hope runs on late. Tajneed Era is ridden into the lead. Into the final furlong. Undovika Hope is ridden into the lead. Undovika Hope has a fractional lead from Tajneed Era. Undovika Hope wins.
Yeah, probably lost to a couple of good horses there. Far Away, sadly has died. It didn't even want to win a Group 1, but probably going to be a good stallion. So yeah, we'll follow that. Buy her if we get a chance. Tajneed as well. Looks like that is going to make up into a good horse. I'll have to give that stallion a chance, maybe. Okay, these are all unraced. I won't look at all of them, I'll just remind myself of mine. So we've got Solve for Y, one who's going to improve over time looking at that potential bar. Good finish, extra speed, it's probably going to be a decent horse next year at least. Win a few this year too. Shonky, who's boiled over, probably won't win today. If I've called it Shonky, it's probably not great. Potential bar, not even at halfway yet. The secondary stats are alright. Probably be a viable racehorse. And Ataraxia, again, current ability is quite low, but will improve to be useful. Acceleration and speed are low for a sprinter. And his cruising burst is really poor. Type of thing that's not going to find much. Let's just go to the result for this. Solve nearly won it. Winner was Galette Boom, who's by this, whose stallion's died, so not going to waste time thinking, oh, that might be one I could use. Dam was okay, produced winners. You're not going to get. I'd buy it if it came up for for auction, but I won't get alerts. Yeah, probably no superstars in that race. Saying sold for Y once further. Now we've got popping the protein and feeling my oats. Popping the protein. Boiled over first time. Got quite good statistics, high speed, potential. Extra speed's good. He's a very short price favourite though, and feeling my oats. That's a nice looking horse too. Finish application, a bit of a letdown, gets that from the stallion. Let's skip to the result. Popping the protein. I might have had a few quid if I was riding, saying feeling my oats better for run, ran green. The second, not a fantastic stallion, but the dam's quite a good horse. Probably wants further as well. Stick an alert on that. And those two were clear. Yeah, that's probably going to be one of my better 2-year-olds. Pop in the protein, and that's it for the day. Let's just see what this message is. Oh, Ipsaity actually got injured. Oh dear. Tired. Alright, so this is 40 minutes already. I'll just have a quick skim, make sure. Oh, we've got another injury there. I said top. That needs 6 weeks off. We got any more? No. So next week we've got the 2-year-old sales. I desperately need a few quid really to I mean, there's only 4 horses in it at the moment. Hopefully there's not too many I want to buy, but I could do with making a little bit of money before then. Maybe we'll play just up to the 1st of April and then make a separate video for this day in South Africa and Dubai. Alright, thanks for watching again. Hope you enjoyed. I can't remember if I don't think I rode a single winner in this video, but hopefully better luck in the next one. Alright, cheers.